We got Coach Jeff Traylor joining us as he does for his weekly. Morning, Coach. How is your altitude on a Monday?
Sorry about that, man. I hate making y'all wait like that. That's a total mistake on my part. I'm putting out a few brush fires and just didn't quite get that put out. I got it out now. We're looking good now.
I'll put $5 in the jar. You'll be all right.
It's all right, man. How you doing, Coach? How you feeling?
We're all right. We're all right. I mean, it's kind of ironic. We played 4 games and played our 2 best games, and we lost them. And we played our 2 worst games, and we won them. So it's a hell of a business to be in.
You know, Coach, 52 points, and we were just talking about the brilliance of your quarterback. Certainly a little sloppy. I'll tell you, I thought that was a hell of a coaching win. What do you expect with the guys, the number of players that you had rotating through, especially in that second half? Tell us about what it takes to get your 4 stringers ready to come in and perform pretty well.
Well, unfortunately, in that game, we started out with, second and third.
Yeah.
In quite a few spots. And that's not to blame the kids, because it's really not their fault. They just haven't had the amount of playing time those other guys have had. And you have to give credit to Texas Southern as well. And they had 0 penalties the first half. They did not have a mistake. They played, basically perfect the first half. We had those 5 penalties in the first half that were, crucial mistakes, and the turnovers. You can't be a penalized football team, turn the ball over, not execute on third down, and expect to win ball games. In the second half, we didn't turn the thing over. We didn't get penalized. We were very focused, and we played a much cleaner second half. So we're disappointed in our performance, but we're through it, and I think what's going to show up. We're playing a very, very good team in Middle Tennessee, but we've been to Army, we've been to Texas, we've been to the toughest places to play in the country, and it's going to help us this Friday night.
You feel like this is going to be, as far as going into conference, Coach, the best you felt going into conference, but it's just because you've been so battle tested?
If we were healthy, I would, Rudy.
Yeah.
We're really beat up in some critical situations, critical areas. We're going to have to hide some stuff. We're going to have to continue doing what we've been doing, but even more, just because we don't have our guys back, and we're not going to have them back this week.
I was going to say, any additions to the training room staff?
I think we might have come out okay this week. It's just those injuries we suffered in the Texas game and the ones before. We thought we were going to get some people back, and it didn't look. We practiced last night. I was pretty ticked off, so we just went ahead and got us another practice in last night. So, I don't know. They weren't out there last night, so I'm planning on getting on the plane with the guys that practiced last night, which was, a shell of what we've been. We haven't had our guys up there yet. Right. And and I don't know. It's just not going to happen because we lost 2 of them for the year. So it is what it is, and nobody cares. The bull don't care, right? We got to find a way to get it done.
Can you make it to the bye week, Coach? Do you like where your bye week is? I mean, in a normal season, when you're pretty much healthy, where your bye week comes up after North Texas is normally that's pretty good. But right now, I mean, of course, nothing you could do about it. But do you like where it's at, or would you rather have it moved up a little bit?
Well, this week, obviously it is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, playing on a Friday night, you like to play on Saturday. Give my guys one more day. I mean, it's just one of them. See, you got to grind through it. You just got to find a way to get through this dang thing. And if we can find a way to get out of there Friday night, right, and get on that plane, I don't care if it's 3-2 or 7-6 or 68-67. If we get on that plane and my guys get Saturday off, we get an extra day. Hell, we're going to treat that like the bye week. We got to find a way to get this thing done Friday night.
And that's like the gift and the curse, because you get the TV, but damn, it's a Friday night.
And they blacken it out. They're wearing their black uniforms. They're making it a big deal. So they got it going right up there right now.
Well, they do after what they uncorked it on Miami. And my question for y'all, how do you adjust your team to being a target, to everybody getting up for you? Because we saw it on Saturday. They were ready. Texas Southern were ready for you guys. They've been practicing for you. They were up. This was a big game for them. Middle Tennessee coming off of a huge win. You still feel like that target going on the road like that?
Well, I just feel like that kind of all changed last year. We got everybody's attention by beating Illinois, 21 comeback, beating Memphis. Then you beat Western Kentucky. You're at 6-0. From then on, the rest of the year, we play with the target. So we have now played with that for a while. That's going to benefit us. We know when we go out there everybody gives us their absolute best. Nobody sleeps on us anymore. Those days are over. But I think that we're going to benefit from that. I know my guys were very locked in. They're very disappointed in the way they played. We're very confident in that triangle, and we are very confident we go on the road, man. With the 70 guys we picked to go on the plane, we know how important that is. All 70 got to be locked and loaded. And I know the 70 we choose to go on that plane Thursday for that game Friday, they'll be ready to represent that triangle.
I know we've talked about it a couple of weeks, Coach, as far as the running game with Brady, but I mean, with how battered you are on the offensive line, how has it been watching your team pretty much turn into a big play, wide open offense, which there were still games like that last year, but more so 217 with Clark, Cephas had $114, and then Frank had 87. I mean, I guess you're just doing what you got to do.
Well, we took a step back as far. We had gotten better at running the ball against Army. We ran the ball very well against Texas. We did not run the ball well Saturday. That's disappointing as heck. At the same time, those receivers are so good. Every time you're not getting the ball in their hands, you feel like you cheat the system, right? Mm-hmm. We're so RPO driven, Rudy, and for some reason, those guys decided they wanted to load the box. And you can go back and watch the video to see what I'm telling you the truth. I wouldn't tell you a story. When you one-on-one out there with JT and Josh and Zakari, y'all have seen me coach long enough. We ain't fooling around. We're going right there. I mean, right. So if people want to keep playing us 1-over-1, we're going to throw for 400 and rush for 100. And when they start adjusting their secondary, I think we'll get a cleaner box and we'll be able to run the ball a little better.
Looking at Middle Tennessee State, their quarterback threw for 400 yards against that Miami defense. Tell us about them.
Yeah, the kid's scrappy as heck. We had them shut out last year, and they hadn't played the kid yet. And then when they brought Cunningham in, they scored 14 points pretty quick. So I'm afraid we're the ones that ignited his career last year. They've got a really good receiver in 89, Ali. The Chisholm kid, number 3, went 99 yards from the 1-yard line for a touchdown. He's a 10, 400-meter guy. They're a good football team. You don't beat Colorado State like that on the road. Miami on the road. They lost to a really good James Madison team. And, Stock doesn't get enough credit. He's been in the same place 17 years. The man is doing something right. In this day of time, they try to fire a coach every week, and that sucker's been in there 17 years. That's pretty impressive. Much respect for Stock.
I know it's a broken record, Coach, but Frank, man, we were just talking about it when we were waiting for you. When you talk about, hey, no matter what, we want to start playing big boy football. We ain't worried. We're not, taking anything less. But as Rob was saying, like when you put his numbers up against anybody in the country, he should be getting an invite to New York. You put him in a different jersey, he's in New York. And again, I know we talk about Frank every week, but we have to.
Hey, Rudy, why don't you start that Harris for Heisman campaign? Let's get him coming back next week.
You want to?
Let's get him coming back to do it.
Let's run it back. Let's run it back one more time, Rudy.
Rob brought it up, and I was like, you know what, Rob? When I look at his numbers, he should be on the plane to New York. As of right now, things could change, but as of right now, he should be in that conversation, Coach.
Well, when you win, there's enough for everybody, and when you lose, there's not enough, right?
Right.
And we got to go win some ball games for that kind of stuff to happen. If our team will go win ball games, you get those kind of awards, and there's no doubt. I'll take my kid all day, and I mean that. And he's an amazing competitor. He's a great human being. And as long as I am very proud of the way Lee came out there and played Saturday as well.
Yep.
He came out there and improved from the week before. I think that's important. Him and Cam will continue to develop because you and I all know that, Frank, the one thing he does not do well, he will not slide, and he needs to quit getting his tail hit and quit jumping up in the air and getting all them ESPN highlights. That boy gets me nervous with all that crazy stuff.
Send him to the baseball coach for a week or two. He got to learn how to. Does he know how?
No, he's terrible at it. Terrible. I mean, we there's more risk of him getting injured us practicing that than it is him not doing it in the game. I've never seen an amazing athlete in my life that cannot get down, and we're going to keep working on it.
Of all the trouble to have, sliding. He is Coach Jeff Traylor, victorious, sitting 2-2, taking on a tough Middle Tennessee team on Friday night. It is Tuesday in Coach's World. When are you guys taking off? When are you heading out?
We're leaving Thursday. We'll get a walkthrough and get those guys on the plane. Hopefully it'll be uneventful this time, unlike Army. and get up there. And we're excited about 60-something degrees at kickoff. So that'll give us a nice little pickup, and it's going to be a war now. It's going to be a heck of a ball game, and we're renowned for being in one-score ball games. So I would imagine another one Friday night.
Hey, Coach, congratulations on a hard-fought, well-earned win. Bid you good health and safety on your travels. Good luck this week, Coach. We'll talk to you next Monday.
Appreciate y'all so much. God bless. Birds up.
Birds up. Appreciate you.